If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Sylacauga High School is brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home.
And we welcome Rachel Irene Kidd to our studio this morning. Rachel, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Tell us a little bit about yourself as a senior at Sylacauga High School.
Well, I am a senior at Sylacauga High School. I'm a member of the Sylacauga varsity volleyball team. Have been a member for 3 years. I've also been a member of show choir for 4 years. And I'm very involved in school clubs and organizations. I try to stay involved throughout the entire year as much as I can. And just ready to graduate.
Talk about your family a little bit.
Well, my mom is Alicia Kidd and my dad is Willie Kidd. He is a retired police officer and the former SRO for the school systems. And my mother, she works in Talladega at Elwood Staffing Agency. And just.
You have any brothers and sisters?
I do. I have a brother. His name is Daniel, and my sister's name is Yvette, and she attends college at JSU.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit about your senior year at Sylacauga High School.
Whew. My senior year has been very, very extreme. I love it, though. I love being busy and staying active. This year, I was able to play volleyball, so we were able to make it to the playoffs this season, and we made it to the second round. And I was very proud of my team, and I'm so happy I was able to be a part of that. As well as show choir, this is our third year competing, and we're getting so well prepared for it, and I'm just so proud of us working together as a team to accomplish a goal. And keeping my grades up. It's important. 4.0 GPA. That's keeping them up pretty good. Yeah, so try very hard. I really do.
Talk about some of the classes you're taking this year.
This year, I am taking...
Let me ask you this. Before we get to that, is it easier your senior year or more difficult your senior year as your classes are concerned?
I think it's a little bit of both. It really just depends because there's some days where you're just like, I can do it. Mm-hmm. This is it. I'm getting to the finish line. But then other days it's like, senioritis is a real thing. So it's a challenge at times, but it just depends on the day.
What about some of the classes you're taking this year?
Some of the classes, of course, I'm taking show choir, I'm taking AP biology, as well as AP calculus in the spring, Spanish in the spring. This semester, I'm also taking, I have a JSU class, English, dual enrollment JSU class, 101, and then I'm taking 102 in the spring. And then I'm also taking, history and economics this year as well.
Obviously, you're a very busy young lady. You talked about the show choir several times. You brought that up. That's got to be very important to you. Share with us about the show choir.
Yeah, show choir is very important to me. I've always loved singing. Show choir is an aspect of both singing and dancing, though, so I really had to get out of my comfort zone and dance in front of an audience. I was not used to doing that, comfortably for a very long time. So I just love, it's a family, we've come so far in such a short amount of time, and we're just continuing to grow each year with our, our difficulty aspects and just our teamwork, and it's very important to me.
Is this a competitive type choir or not?
It's very competitive. Okay. We go to competitions and the stakes are high. These choirs, they come out from all over Alabama to compete, and it's amazing to see, but the competition is very hard.
What is one or two of the show choir projects that you've really felt, wow, this is good?
Wow, it's so hard to narrow down. Well, we do stay involved in the community. We wear a part of Breakfast with Santa. That's important to us to make sure that although we are competing, we're getting ready for the competitions in the spring, we do stay active during the fall to make sure that we're not, lagging or getting lazy throughout the season. So honestly, they're all just so important and can never take it for granted.
We're talking with Rachel Irene Kidd, who's a senior at Sylacauga High School. You have a career technical education diploma in hand. You're expected to graduate in just a few months, May of 2019. I know that's got to be exciting.
Yes. It is very exciting, and I'm so ready for it. I'm hoping to attend Murray State University, which is in Kentucky.
Great university.
Yes, I'm so excited. The campus is beautiful. I got to tour it, and I'm just so excited.
Do you know what their nickname is?
What?
The Racers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you going to play volleyball there, you think?
I'm not sure. I'm still deciding, to be honest with you, but it would be amazing if I were able to.
Talk about your volleyball career at Sylacauga.
Well, I actually didn't start playing volleyball till I was in the 8th grade. I didn't make the team when I was in the 7th grade, but I kept going for it. And I made the team, and then I started playing club volleyball at South Gym Club Volleyball. And I was able to really improve on my hitting skills, my blocking skills, even my passing skills. And it really helped me make the varsity volleyball team when I was a sophomore. So volleyball has always been a big part of, I played it year round, so it's a really big part of my life right now.
And another big part of your life has been the FBLA.
Yes, I love FBLA. FBLA is another family. I have so many families at Sylacauga High School. But FBLA, this previous year, I was able to compete at state and win in e-business with my partner, Kaylee Smith. And we were so happy. It was the best feeling in the world to win first place at state, and we were able to go to nationals. Fortunately, we didn't place at nationals, but it was a great experience that I wouldn't trade up for anything.
You have been a part of the student council since 2015. That carries a lot of responsibility, and I know you're pleased with being selected and being a part of that.
Yes, student council, I've been a part of it since I was in 9th grade. It really has shown me all of the tough decisions that sometimes have to be taken that may not be best for a few, but it's best for the majority. And I think that's an important lesson that we have to learn at times. And it's been a great experience to have and be a part of.
Rachel Kidd's a senior at Sylacauga High School, very pretty young lady, got her future ahead of her. How do you keep your feet settled on the ground with all the social media, all the things that's going on out there? How do you keep your future in mind?
It is very difficult at times. I honestly didn't really get into social media till I was in the 10th grade, so I'm not as high tech as most teens my age. But my friends help me. They're busy, they're just as busy as me, and we get each other, we're there for each other, and they really hold me down, and we just help each other out through this year. All-State Choir 2018, All-State Choir 2019, Director of the Settlement Road Church of Christ Children's Choir, currently, and has been for several years now. You're certainly involved with your church. How important is your relationship to God and your now and your future? God has always been a part of me. My church family, I've loved them. I've known them forever. I've known them since I was born. They're everything to me. They've really taught me so much. They've been parents for me, grandparents for me, aunts. It's just a huge family. I could never not see myself in a church. I know I'm moving to Kentucky, but I know I will find a church family there, and hopefully I can love them as much as I love my family now. And they're just everything. I just couldn't imagine life without them. A senior at Sylacauga High School. Who's a couple of people there at Sylacauga High School, maybe in administration or teachers or fellow students that's made a positive impact in your life? So many people at Sylacauga High School have made a positive impact in my life. Miss Miller, my English teacher, and Miss McTeer, she's the sponsor of FBLA. They have both taught me so much. They have been second and third moms to me when I needed them, and they've taught me the things that I didn't know that I needed, but now that I know them, I know that I could never have made it to where I am without them, and I'm so grateful for both of them. Inducted into the National Honor Society 2017-2019. So many accolades for this young lady, Rachel Kidd, a senior at Sylacauga High School. Favorite music for you? I'm kind of an old school type of girl. I like R&B, 90s R&B. That's the main thing I listen to. R&B in general.
Favorite artist?
Probably Black.
Okay. Talking with Rachel Kidd, a senior at Sylacauga High School, to parents Willie and Alicia Kidd. A lot of kids today are single parent households, and some working 2 jobs, trying to get their kids through high school, get them educated so they can have a better life. What role has your parents played in your life growing up and for your future, maybe as a mom later on in life, maybe in your education and the job world? How have they made such a difference in your life?
Well, I did grow up in a single family household, single mom. But my parents, they have always worked their best together to make sure that me and my sister had the best future and had the best opportunities. They always pushed for me to get the best education, to be involved so that I had good opportunities and a good chance to get into a good university and make a good future for myself. And I'm so thankful for that. They've always found a way to work together in order to ensure a happiness for me and my sister.
Rachel Kidd, 4.0 GPA senior at Sylacauga High School, got a great future ahead. You mentioned that you were going to a school in Kentucky, and it just escapes me what the name of the school was.
Murray State University.
Why Murray State, and what draws you to that university?
Well, when I visited the university, I didn't really have any particular opinion about it. But while touring it, I realized that it was big enough to where I had, challenges and obstacles that I would have to overcome, but small enough to where I wasn't just a statistic, and they would actually care and encourage me and push me to new limits and new heights. And that's what really motivated me to go to that university.
Okay. Rachel Kidd, senior at Sylacauga High School, our star student of the month. Rachel, so much thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Continued success. Happy holidays. And graduating May 23rd, 2019, Rachel Kidd, a senior at Sylacauga High School, our star student of the month, brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral. More Daybreak coming up right after this.
This month's Star Student of the Month has been brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home. Tune in to Daybreak for your Star Student of the Month.